in Ontario, Canada, an industrial park, or a former auto factory that lost its future to American tariffs, a decision is being made that could change the entire balance of NATO air power. A Swedish aerospace company and a Canadian jet manufacturer are in active negotiations to build a fighter jet factory right here in North America. And the jets that factory would produce? They wouldn't just fly for Canada. They would fly for Ukraine, for Europe, for any nation on Earth that looks at the current global order and decides it no longer wants to bet its air force on one country's continued goodwill. The Saab CEO himself has said delivering a Canadian-built Gripen within 5 years is absolutely doable and absolutely credible. And if he's right, the world's fighter jet map will never look the same again. Why would Sweden want to build fighter jets in Canada? Sweden is already building them. It has a production line in Linköping that has been churning out Gripens for decades. It has a second line in Brazil. It has engineers, tooling, a trained workforce, and a proven industrial ecosystem, Saab CEO Michael Johansson said plainly. We're not looking for clients, we're looking for partners. And he said something else that tells you exactly how big this moment is. For us, being a smaller country, it is vital for us to share maintaining the cost of that platform. This isn't just a manufacturing story. This is Canada's once-in-a-generation chance to become not just a buyer of fighter jets, but a builder and exporter of them. The last time Canada had that capability? It was 1959. They called it the Avro Aero. And the Americans pressured the government to cancel it and bury every single airframe. And this time, Washington is trying to stop it again. There's a man in Washington who sees this deal as an existential threat. Not to America's security, to Lockheed Martin's bottom line. And he is using every tool available, warnings, threats, to stop a factory from being built in Ontario. What a Canadian Gripen factory means for the rest of the world. Ukraine needs 150 jets. It can't get them from Sweden fast enough. Portugal, Peru, and Colombia are buying Gripens. The Czech Republic, Hungary, and South Africa already fly them. And every country that watched Spain cancel its F-35 order, that watched Switzerland fight its cost overruns, that watched Portugal walk away, every one of those countries is now looking at a map of available non-American fighter jets. A factory in Ontario doesn't just serve Canada's Air Force. It feeds a global realignment. The Ontario Gripen factory is not a done deal. There are serious questions that haven't been answered yet. Serious obstacles that Ottawa, Saab, and Bombardier will all have to overcome, and one of them, the NORAD question, is genuinely complicated. Not because Canada can't eventually integrate the Gripen into continental defense, but because America controls the systems. And America has shown, under this administration, a willingness to use that control as leverage. So the real question isn't whether the Ontario factory is technically possible. It clearly is. The real question is whether Canada has the political courage to go through what comes next. Do you think Canada should go through with the Ontario Gripen factory? Should it be a mixed fleet with the F-35, or a full pivot away from American jets? Drop your take below. I read everything. Hit the like button. And subscribe for geopolitical and defense stories. Take care, see you in the next one.